A very warm welcome to this Digital Banking and AI Summit, the first event in our calendar of events for Cedar and IBS Intelligence. And that gives you some idea of the importance we ascribe to this market. It is the biggest market for digital banking and artificial intelligence in the GCC region. Banking is changing. You don't need me to tell you that. I'm pretty certain you will have noticed. But I'm saying it anyway. I want to underline that fact. Artificial intelligence is the buzz phrase of the moment. Lots of people know what they want from artificial intelligence, but aren't particularly sure how to get there. Well, we hope to provide you with some pointers and a roadmap to get you to the right place. Because the other thing I have discovered about banking as the managing editor of IBS Intelligence, a post I've been in for the last 5 years, is this. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what the landscape is going to look like in 5 years' time. For almost 200 years, banking hadn't changed. You could take a banker from the 18th century and drop him into a 20th century bank, and the balance sheet's still the same, the debits and credits are still the same, the lending is the same, the deposits are the same. That is no longer true. So we need a roadmap to help us through to the future. This is what we hope to provide you with. Now, it behooves me to mention, in no particular order other than alphabetical, those people without whom this event would not be taking place. I refer to our sponsors, Backbase, BML Istisharat, IGCB, Intellect Global Consumer Banking, Intellect Design Arena, iExceed, and Yeti Consulting. Our thanks to them, and we hope that you will be thanking them at the end of the event as well. I will say one last thing about artificial intelligence before I get off stage. It's an idiot. It's a very useful idiot, but it's an idiot. One of the things that's changed in Saudi since I was last here 7 years ago, you have a transit system now, which is great. Researchers at the University of Oxford decided to investigate how to make transit systems more efficient and safer. So they ran it by an artificial intelligence and said, how do we make this safer? How do we make this faster? How do we make it more efficient? And the AI came back saying, you want it more efficient, you want it safer, don't run any trains. So you have to ask the right questions. You have to understand what it is you want to achieve. And as I said earlier, I hope we'll be able to give you some pointers on that now. My name's Robin Amlot. I've been your MC for this event, and I still will be for the rest of it. But I want to invite on stage now my colleague Ram, senior partner of Cedar Consulting, to give you a proper welcome address.
Thank you, Robin. Good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Good to be here. As Robin said, we are starting the year with the first summit in Saudi Arabia. As many of you are aware, this is a series of summits that we run around the world. Last year we had summits. Summits in the UK, in Dubai, in Bahrain, Kuwait, and in Mumbai. And this year, as you would see in the brochure that you have with you, we have a series of 8 summits, 3 C-suite roundtables, and events also awards and some fintech IPRs. I'll talk about them in a minute. But before I did that, Robin has rightly pointed out that we ought to be asking the right questions to get the right answers. So this is a forewarning to all the moderators of the various panels that we have today, that make sure that we ask all the right questions. Also, although the people here are actually not artificial, and we obviously have some very experienced speakers amongst us today. So thank you. If I may actually extend a very warm welcome to the speakers, the sponsors, and not to forget all the distinguished guests who have come from various banks. I hope you enjoy the discussions today. What we have today is a series of discussions on three interesting areas. We talk about digital, and we'll obviously talk about how the digital journey has been, what is in store for the future, as Robin pointed out, what happened in the last 200 years has been, in comparison, pales with what we have seen in the last 5 years, and what we are expecting to see in the next 5 is what we will be actually having some very interesting sessions today about. So we will be talking about digital. More specifically, there will be a lot of discussions around AI and analytics. I do know that in the audience today, we have people coming from research backgrounds, from policy making backgrounds. We have people from technology functions. We have people from business banking functions, from various business functions in the banks. So obviously, please feel free to be very, very participative. The idea here is to be exchanging ideas. It's not about just sharing one way. It's about exchanging and having a very engaging discussions today. And just to summarize, I think, as I mentioned earlier, this event is being brought together by Cedar and IBS Intelligence. As Cedar, as most of you are aware, we are a US-based global management consulting firm with a significant focus in the financial services and financial services technology. We've been operating in the Middle East since 1999, although it has a 35-year track record as Cedar. And IBS Intelligence, which is part of the group, of which the managing editor is Robin Amlot, is based in UK. It's a pure play fintech research, media and publications firm. We've obviously been doing a lot of work in helping profile technology players, both banking technology and fintech players globally. There's a lot of insights that is being brought to the audience, which includes not just bankers and technology players, but also investors and some of our fellow consultants in understanding what's happening in the fintech world. So please feel free to actually, you could scan the QR code and you'll get to understand more about IBS Intelligence and what IBSi does. And last word, I think I'll stop talking about IBS Intelligence and we'll start talking about artificial intelligence. With that note, welcome again and do have a wonderful day.